It's tough to know on the hub part if they would actually have a couple places that they would go into and all meet and play. Like, I don't think that's been decided yet.
It was just over a month ago that this area in Toronto was transformed into a mini hub city for NHL players hoping to win the Stanley Cup, with Edmonton being the other hub city. As the NHL prepares for the 2021 season, they're reportedly looking at an all-Canadian division if the COVID-19 numbers continue to be a concern.
Seeing the success they had in Edmonton would make some sense if you say, okay, they've already established some protocols there for how to make it work. Again, Toronto has made it work pretty successfully. So whether they pick those exact cities or not, at least they have sort of a blueprint for how to operate, depending, wherever they decide to put them.
Toronto, Edmonton, and Vancouver are three of the rumored Canadian cities to be part of the potential Canadian division for the NHL for the upcoming season they hope to start in January. The league is reportedly looking at a 60 to 70 game season, but everything is still up in the air from where they will play to if fans will be allowed in.
Ideally, they would like to have, all the cities have fans in all the places, but I think they're going to wait to see where is COVID sort of the least dangerous, have those be the hub cities and do some sort of revenue sharing, depending on what they can earn from fans at those games. It's just, man, more so than any sport, I feel like hockey's a big, we'll see. And I know that's not very satisfying, but that's the reality.
For months, players competing for the Stanley Cup stayed either in a hotel adjacent to the rink in Edmonton or two hotels in Toronto. Many players said it was a struggle mentally staying in one place for weeks or even for months. But the idea of a Canadian division has piqued the interest of some players.
There's a lot of ideas going around of how we're going to do this season. But yeah, I don't know. I haven't heard too many of the details about the Canadian division, but that'd be cool staying in Canada. I mean, I love going to all the Canadian cities, so we'll see what they can come up with.
What the players don't want, the only rumblings is they don't want to go into a hub for 4 to 6 months. What they did there for the Stanley Cup playoffs was justifiable because it was a couple months and there was the Stanley Cup at the end. None of these guys wants to go away like that. So the league is going to have to figure out how to keep those guys happy.
In other sports news, the Dodgers are just one game away from winning the World Series after beating the Rays in Game 5. And in the NFL, the Steelers are the only team that remains undefeated after beating the Titans on Sunday night. For City News, I'm Lindsay Dunn.